This conference will now be recorded.
Jonathan, your sound is off.
All right. See, I always need William, even when I remember to start the recording myself. So thanks, William. All right. We did not have any emailed questions this week. So I thought I would address a couple developments, starting with the PSPS event that fortunately did not occur for us. But I know that it is possible that they can occur, at any time. I do want to assure the community that we were, prepared for it in advance. In fact, one thing that Ken Harrington did in preparation for this was he secured 3 standby generators from PG&E for use at some of our water sites. So we actually now have 3 wells wired up to take portable generators, the large portable commercial generators. And that work was done in preparation of the potential PSPS event, on Saturday. So basically, our crews spent most of the day Saturday working with PG&E to prepare for continuing to provide water in the event that that PSPS event would have been extended. So, that work now has been done, and kudos to Ken for working with PG&E to make those arrangements that can make sure that we would have water even in the event of an extended PSPS outage. Also, I just wanted to share with the community that, as this COVID crisis continues on, we are expecting an uptick due to, just with the anticipated seasonal nature of COVID. In fact, I saw last week that there were more new COVID cases in the country than in any previous prior week to date. So it hasn't ticked up at a particularly alarming rate, but it is going to continue to be with us for a while. I know we're all anxious for this to be over and for things to get back to normal. One of the things that we have noticed is elevated levels of stress and tension just among community members, and we've noticed that in interaction with community members with various staff. So I'd just like to encourage everybody, to understand that we're all stressed. It's not the way we would like things to be, and just let's all exert, extra effort to stay polite in our communications, which is always going to be more effective than not. And so we've continued to knock away on Fix Our Stuff plan at the clubhouse. The bar has been completely restored. And I learned an interesting thing in the last couple of weeks. Dave Pohl tells me that bar that we have at our clubhouse was at least at one time the longest bar in Madera County. So a little bit of claim to fame for for us here at the in the lounge. We have scheduled for next week to do the cutover on Lily Mountain. That's scheduled for Tuesday of next week. We are waiting to coordinate the pipeline crews and the water crews because there's some additional parts and pieces of the water system that are going to be put in place at that time. But that's scheduled for Tuesday, which will put that project to completion. I know it's starting to get a little bit nippy. I can feel it here, this evening, even on this call. We have picked up portable heaters so that we can continue to do outside dining at the Heron and the clubhouse. We've had a pretty good turnout for that. It's a beautiful setting, but we do have some portable heaters that will connect to propane tanks so that we can continue to do that as long as possible. At this time, the County of Madera is still in purple COVID phase, so we are unable to allow inside dining, during that level of COVID alert. So it's not possible, even if we wanted to open the clubhouse for inside dining. But we'll continue to monitor that and continue to make as many of our amenities available to the community as possible. We have received all of the quotes for the major work that we're wanting to do at the cafe. We certainly want to leverage this time of not being able to use the inside of the cafe to do some of that inside work that we were anticipating. We'll be talking more about that, over the next couple of weeks as we put the final touches on that plan and get the scheduling in place. So that's what I have for the update for this evening. We do have a board meeting scheduled for next week where we will review our financials and provide other updates for the community to observe. That kind of wraps things up for this evening. If anybody on the call has any quick questions or points of clarification, I'd be happy to take those. Okay, well, thank you everybody for joining us. I hope you have a great week and invite you to join us for the board meeting next Tuesday.